This is Muhammad Ali coming off that stunner. He predicted it as he knocked.
This back.
Expectations are... After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. How about that time counter shot? Jab misses. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Blocks that left hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot. Talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And now you're going to let him back into it. Don't worry about...
The jab's working nice. It was 1-2 straight down. No, we can't.
Forget about that round. It was a bad round. But we don't care. We don't care. Go out there. You win this next round for me, kid. Let's get out there, get your boxing back together.
They'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it.
Ride it out. Go out there and finish him. Just stay focused.
And there's the bell for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
As a flat footed fight, if you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off and make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of defense here at all. That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. about Holmes in that last round. Talk about it. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Throws the jab but does not score. That counter punch caught him clean. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You'd like to see more jabs. Swing and a miss with the hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
That's it. Breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
Jab, basics.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot and that's when he catch you.
Find a home with that jab. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Can't find a home for that jab. A perfect counter shot. He threw the hook, didn't land. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Every time they throw it, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout. There's the bell for round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
That counter shot lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's alright to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Jab slightly off target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music. This is the beginning of round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good defense there with that left hook. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? Every time he throws a punch, if there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Well done with that counter shot. Can't score with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like 2 different leagues.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Good work.
Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You got to take that confidence away. Go out.
Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Tried to score with a jab. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. That counter punch caught him clean. Catch and shoot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Insane act. Hold her right there. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. And they're back at it again here in round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Throws the jab, but does not score. He threw a punch and just got countered. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Perfect counter lands. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Not the way either one.